In 2008, we had several quality of life projects go before the voters for approval, one of which was a new central library. If it was successful, we were going to remodel the existing library for the Planning Department and Public Works Department so that the building that it currently is housed in could be remodeled for a new municipal court. Our current municipal court was too small and we needed to enlarge it, and by moving it to the current building where Planning and Public Works were, we could become a court of record. However, the election was not successful. The only thing that passed on that election was the remodeling of the old library. So fast forward to 2015, we had another citizen initiative come forward, and the library was added back to that citizen initiative to see if we could be successful once again to have a new central library. And that was successful. At the same time, we were also working through some struggles with our development community. Some processes, some of the community felt like some of our processes were slow. It was a little bit difficult to get some plans reviewed and timing. So we went through a process in one of our council subcommittees to look at ways that we could enhance that and streamline some things. And so we did an updated study of our campus and our departments and ways that we could work together a little closer to make that process better. And in doing so, we actually moved more departments into what's now known as the Development Center. The Development Center will have the Finance Department, the Public Works Department, the Planning Department, Utilities Administration, and the Parks and Recreation Department. So each one of these departments touched the development process in some manner. And so now when somebody comes in to start the development process, is all the way back to the zoning process. They have all the departments that are a part of that process in one building, and they can work very closely. They don't have to go from building to building to pay this fee, and that it just helps make it a more seamless process for them. All of our inspectors, for both building inspectors, code compliance inspectors, and our public works inspectors are also housed in this development center. They're all in kind of one area and not in the separate departments, but in an area where they can come and go more freely. It also has meeting rooms inside that will be available to the public if not in use for city meetings. There will be a large meeting room where they now will have planning commission meetings, park board meetings, and some of the other boards and commissions will be meeting in this facility now instead of City Hall. Having all of these departments in one building makes it a little easier if we need to pull someone into a meeting when we're meeting with developers or meeting with citizens that are just coming in to get a permit to, build an outbuilding or something like that. And if they're right close by, it's easier to pull them into a meeting. Each department has their own conference room, and then there are also conference rooms off what we call the Great Hall, which is the lobby of the building. There are smaller conference rooms where you can pull a citizen into, and you can look at some plans. You can pull staff into easily, and it just makes it a little bit more user-friendly. Just having them there together would just make it so much easier to grab somebody if you needed to get another opinion on something or just need to have their expertise on a certain matter. We have heard from our community on more than one occasion about some of our processes being a little cumbersome and hard to work through, and we hear you and we want to make that easier, and we certainly hope that this development center is a step in the right direction and will help make those processes much more seamless and user-friendly, and that is certainly our goal.